That's why most of you are going crazy. That's why most of you cannot be successful. You have a hard problem forgetting. I'm talking to somebody. I'm going to take my time because I'm going to help you. That was so simple that you forgot it. Your life is screwed up because every bad thing that happened to you, for whatever reason, you don't have the ability to forget it.
Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Nobody thinks what it's like to be the other guy.
And so as your car is in drive, your life needs to be in drive. So you got to get out of this habit of talking about what happened last year and talking about what happened 3 years ago. You got to get out of environments where they live in reverse. Hey man, listen to me. I told y'all the plane is so powerful that it does not have a reverse. Oh, come on. I thought y'all was excited. Amen. I thought y'all was ready to go. Listen to me. The plane is so powerful, it does not have a reverse. If you want to get the plane in reverse, you got to push it, right? You got to exert some force to get it to move backwards, right? But for most of us, we're living in reverse. We're living in that B word, and I got to get you out of that, and I got to move you forward, because if you go forward, you go in the direction of God. If you go in reverse, you go in the direction of the enemy. All right, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you go forward, you go in the strength and the power of God. You go in the strength and the power of the Most High. When you go in that other direction, you are going with the energy of the devil.
And I also want you to know that the fact that you're still alive and still on this earth, even though it's been challenging and rough, and sometimes you get discouraged and uninspired to keep going, God has a plan. You will grow through what you go through. Everything that you're going through, at some point, it makes no sense to you right now, but at some point, God is going to reveal to you why all of these issues, challenges, and problems continue to show up, and what you were supposed to learn from it. You will grow through what you go through. I have a responsibility to peace. What does that mean? It means that I wake up in the morning, people are calling, texting, inviting me here, inviting me there. I have an opportunity, I have a choice, very important word, I have a choice to decide who and what and where I want to go. What do I want to experience in my day?
And this is where people lose. So what I do in that 1 second, because we all think about quitting, it's hard. But what you have to do in that 1 second is hard to process information during pain, because that pain takes over and you can't think rationally. You're thinking about fight or flight, save yourself. That's not a rational thought. It's not a thought that's going to get you through hard times. Most people fail that 1 second. Let's not quit yet, Goggins. Let's think about your options. Where are you going to end up if you quit this? Where are you going to go? What are you going to say to yourself? Because you know you're going to get warm. The second you get out of this water, you can take a shower and you could be warm. And in 5 days you could be out. So I start thinking logically. I calm my brain down, because your brain just wants to get the fuck out. Ring the bell, put your helmet down, get warm, and then you're really fucked. And these are the things you have to think about in the 1 second decision. So that's what that's all about. It's about gaining control of your mind, putting things back in the proper perspective, and then saying, I really do want to be here. And I'm going to have a bunch of these 1 seconds through this 130-hour journey. And I have to learn to control these, because if I fail one of these 1 seconds, I will not be a SEAL. I will not be a doctor. I will not be a lawyer. I will not be whatever the fuck it is. So that's how important that 1 second decision is. It's all about your mind takes control of you. You have to say, fuck you. I run this motherfucker. And that's what that's all about.
What we have to understand about developing ourselves and getting better is that it doesn't take brilliance, and it doesn't take a lot of time, and it doesn't even take a lot of effort, but it must be intentional. That's the word I want to implant in your mind for a moment. The fact that you don't get better automatically, you only get better because you intentionally make a decision to get better. And here's my word for you today on Minute with Maxwell. Here's how this works. You have to go from being a person of good intentions to a person of good actions. That's the great separator. To develop yourself, you've got to get out of the intending world and get into the doing world. In fact, your good intentions are good intentions, but they're worthless. Totally worthless. The most overrated phrase in the world is good intentions. I know all kinds of people, they have good intentions, but they never do good because they didn't act upon what they knew. So if you want to develop yourself and you want to get better, just act on what you've already expressed that you want to do. The moment you quit talking about it and start doing it, now you've got something. I had a friend named Randy one time who came to me and said, John, your talk talks and your walk talks, but your walk talks a lot louder than your talk talks. That's true. Become a person of action today.